The RTS TV Journalism Awards are the absolute gold standard. They represent accuracy, impartiality, investigative journalism, creativity, risk-taking, all those things that really make TV news what it is.
Within the industry, to be recognised by your fellow journalists is always amazing.
Welcome to the RTS Television Journalism Awards 2019.
It just feels unbelievably lovely, actually. It's the nicest moment, and I've sat in the audience many times, so it's sort of different experience finding your feet and getting to the stage. So, yeah, it's a real privilege.
We're always very excited to win News Channel. We never take it for granted, and we're delighted. And it's an award that reflects the hard work, energy and editorial agility of all my colleagues from top to bottom.
It's obvious really, isn't it? The scoop of the year is Channel 4 News Cambridge Analytica Uncovered.
It was a huge project. It took us about 6 months to do it. The most important part was, the undercover filming, approaching the company and managing to entice them into telling us what they really got up to.
There was one man, Kunvishai, who was probably the most loved football owner that the world had ever had. And we wanted to tell his story on the day of the Leicester helicopter crash. We wanted to show just what a man that the city had lost. And I'm really pleased with the result.
To be just in a room with so many brilliant journalists that have already been rewarded this evening, to even be here is incredible. To even be a journalist is amazing. So to then get up on the stage is just, well, it's just surreal, I think.
What is the point of being friends with Mary Nightingale if she doesn't tip you off about something like that? I was not expecting this at all.
We're absolutely delighted to accept this award. I think it's no exaggeration to say that this is the most harrowing film any of us will make in our lives. This project took a toll on all of us. And beyond that, it makes you think about what they have been through. So it's very meaningful for us to accept this recognition. So thank you very much.
Guest Booker has been in the industry for 13 years now, so it's truly an honor and a privilege to be the sponsor of the Royal Television Journalism Awards, because we truly want to honor and recognize all the achievements of these journalists and then the work that they're doing.
Winner is Disclosure, Suffer the Children.
The reaction we got from the people who were in the film, that was what made it what it was. They were delighted to be able to tell their story, and to feel that they could trust us to tell their story. And we were honoured to be able to do that.
The winner of the Home Current Affairs category is The Fires That Foretold Grenfell.
It's a technical film about fire regulations, which isn't necessarily going to be the noisiest film, but we felt, and I think the people involved in the film really felt, that it is important to go back to 1973 to chart the changes in regulation and the conversation that was had with government and the recommendations that were missed that led to Grenfell, to give it some kind of context.
Thank you. I'm slightly better behind the camera than in front of it, so I'm going to make it really short. Thank you for the RTS jury, and to CNN, to my boss, Todd Baxter, my partner in crime, Howard Damon, and to all the producers and the great fixers and the drivers that we work with in the field. Thank you.
We are the new guys on the block. This is one of our first documentaries and investigations that we've put out. We're just trying to do something different. We're working with lots of people across Africa who are risking their lives to put information out. So, it's really amazing to win it for them.
I'm not going to say anything profound or clever because it'll only go wrong. So I just want to say thank you to everyone in here who inspired me in the first place to become a journalist. Thank you to everyone who answered my grovelling emails for work experience. And thank you to my Channel 4 News family. I feel really privileged to work amongst such amazing people. And I'm going to stop there. Thank you very much.
It's amazing that the story had such resonance all around the world and here at home in Britain, and it's still having an impact. And we hope we did a service by raising this issue.
We feel very proud. We're very, very grateful for the fact that we're allowed to tell the stories that Channel 4 lets us tell. They give us the space, they give us the time, they give us the the confidence to kind of go out, tell something that people maybe haven't told before.
We're like Batman and Robin.
The Latin American Batman and Robin is how we desperately try and pose ourselves, but I think we're probably more Laurel and Hardy, to be fair.
I love what the Royal Television Society do because they do recognise what goes on in the regions, and I think that's really important.
It was an end of an era, and that initial excitement was so palpable for us on the streets of Harare.
And at the moment, today, there's no running water, there's no electricity. So that's the irony of winning an award for breaking our story, because since Robert Mugabe has left, nothing has changed.
And I think it's important that we keep on the story. It's not just about the moment of euphoria, because that's just part of the story in Zimbabwe. And for the judges to keep focusing on these foreign news stories, I think is particularly important.
It's just the gold standard of broadcasting, isn't it? And to be recognised, to be recognised by your peers and by the industry and by the people who know the industry best is really great.
It's an incredible honour to win the award. I mean, you're chosen out of all of these interviews that have been done during the year. We're incredibly proud.
Being a TV reporter is being a tip of a spear, and I'm enormously lucky, basically, to have ended up with phenomenal people to work with. And I was enormously lucky that when we went to Westminster, we found this large group of incredibly brave women in particular, some men, but mostly women, who were willing to speak about what they've been through. Most of all, though, I was enormously lucky to get to work with Lucinda Day, who is the most astonishing journalist. And if any of you try and hire her, I will kill you. So, thank you very much.
The RTS Television Journalist of the Year is Andy Davies.
It must be a week for the Welsh underdog. I'm amazed, given the extraordinary journalists that Orla and Clive are. So thank you very much. I'm not one to brag normally, but I have to tell you that it's not the only award I've won recently. My local touch rugby team in South Wales, who go by the not-so-menacing nickname of the Puffins, awarded me Most Improved Puffin of 2018. And thank you. And it was a brilliant night until one of my teammates turned to me and said, "Andy, I voted for you, but only because you were shit, and now you're mediocre." So this is going to do a huge amount for my self-esteem. Thank you.
This year's Outstanding Achievement Award goes to Robin Elias.
I'm massively humbled by this, but I've been coming to RTS for maybe 25 years, and to actually being able to go up, receive an award and say a few words was one of the moments of my long career.